Hey everybody, it's MrFloridaflipper here, and we're back with another episode in my journey at reselling out here in the garage. We have had an amazing day of sales. Yesterday we sold 8 items and it was a Monday. Very crazy. We're getting closer and closer to Christmas time here. So I guess the sales are picking up for us. We've had some really good sales. I actually haven't even been able to film. Last weekend I didn't even film a video just because I had so many sales. And it was just too crazy with the holidays coming up, going shopping, trying to get the kids toys and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and pick a couple orders. We had some really good sales today too, some high dollar ones. So let's go ahead and grab those. So we're gonna start off with this first one, which is these Versace Couture sweatpants right here. So you see these, really nice Versace Couture on the back. Just some sweatpants. But these sold for $88 plus shipping. They would have sold for a little more. Obviously, if they were brand new, they would have sold for a lot more. But they also had this little bit of a stitching issue on the back. You can see how the stitching, it's not coming loose, but it's just not, it's not brand new, I guess. It's worn. So that stitching's coming away a little bit there. So yes, I did disclose that in the listing. I think they would have gone for over $100. I think like $150 even if they wouldn't have had that issue, but 88 bucks. And we got these on Whatnot. I think I ended up paying $12. I'll go ahead and put that over here of how much we paid for them. But yeah, we had those Versace Couture pants, really nice. Next thing we sold, we scored some of these Raisin Men. If you remember these from back in the day, in the 90s, late 80s, these came out. These were Hardee's toys. I didn't even know that actually until I recently researched about them and I kept seeing it says Hardee's. They were toys that you would get at Hardee's, kind of like McDonald's toys. But my grandma had a whole bunch of these when I was a kid, and I remember loved playing with them just because there's skateboards, there's surfboard guys, a boombox guy. But I got these plus some bendable ones, some bigger ones down on the floor over here. They're like the plush ones. We got those for a little under $100, and there was about, I would say about 100 figures total, and we sold our second set. So we sold one set last week, and we sold one set this week. It was $11 plus shipping. And I forgot, I grouped them up by, there's a whole bunch of instrument guys. So there's like 4 or 5 instrument guys, and then there's like 4 or 5 like skateboard, surfer, sports type activities. So I grouped them up like that. So we sold them in lots like that. So I sold one lot. I can't remember if it's a sports lot, but there's 5 lots or 5 figures in a lot. So that's how they, so it was some band figures. So 5 band figures for $11 plus shipping. Next thing we sold is going to be a little game. Let me grab that. All right, so here's that. So it's called Where Should We Begin? I picked this up at Goodwill. I've been trying to go to Goodwill at least once a week, once every 2 weeks, and just kind of check out what they have. And I check out the toy section and the games. I only will really look at new games just because then you know that all the pieces are there. But I saw this on the everything shelf actually, where they just pile a whole bunch of junk. And it was brand new, and I said it looked fancy, so I checked it out, and it sold for $33 plus shipping. So that was a nice pickup. I think I got it for $4.99. That was a good one. Also, I just wanted to talk about the sales lately. So it seemed like on the weekends I was doing really good on this lead up to Christmas, the day after Thanksgiving. I've been doing 10 plus on Saturday, a couple on Sunday, and then it would slow down throughout the rest of the week. I would get maybe 3 or 4 sales a day. So I was kind of, and then it kind of dropped off a little bit, like I think the week before last. So I went ahead and said I need to do something different. So we went ahead and I did turn promoted listings back on for all of my listings. And also I had made sure to go back and change, because if you like go in and edit when you're doing your drafts, if you change one thing, it kind of like saves it for the subsequent listing. So one thing I had noticed, I had turned off returns on some of my shoes, just because with shoes, I don't want to get a return back because somebody says, oh, it's the wrong size or something like that. So it just gives me that option of saying no, unless obviously if they say item not as described, they can still return it. And typically if they say anything's wrong to eBay, they can get a return going. But I just put in there in my description, no returns on shoes, and I also just turn off. But then in the next listing that you have, sometimes it will automatically just keep that as a saved listing, that it will keep it no returns accepted. I did a mass edit on all my listings, and I added free return shipping on all my items. Buyer does have to pay shipping unless it's like an item not as described or something like that. I just don't want to do the free shipping. I'm not ready for that yet in my eBay journey, and that's up to you guys, totally up to you. I have been noticing a little bit of an increase in returns. I think I'm about 4% return rate. So you can just do with that what you will. But I turned that on. So returns, turned those on and did promoted listings, and I did 2.5%. And the next day that's when I sold those 8 items. So I definitely notice a quick 1-day boost you'll see in your sales when you do any kind of like promoted listings, or if you do a mass dump of from your drafts, you list a whole bunch of stuff from your drafts, or if you like take your listings off and then relist them, edit and sell similar, that I notice a big increase in sales. The next thing we sold though is this Olympus camera. I've been having this sit around for a while, but yeah, I actually got a memory card with this camera, and the memory card sold for the same amount as the camera, so that is always a nice bonus. I sold this for $33 plus shipping, and I sold the memory card about 2 weeks ago for $33, so that was really nice. But also I have been on a listing spree. I've been listing like crazy. I've been trying to get all my whatnot stuff that I have in my house out here in the garage listed. It's definitely not organized. My organization has gone way down just because I've been trying to list and get the things out here as quick as possible. And because of Christmas bringing all the ornaments down and everything, the garage is just going through a little bit of a change right now. But yeah, I've been really trying to get those listings out there as fast as possible. And it's been working. I think I have 5 boxes left, and then I have a whole bunch of Goodwill and Salvation Army stuff over here, but that'll be a lot easier because I have barcodes, so I can just scan them. Going through these items with my wife of the things I got on Whatnot, and I think this is a common thing for every reseller to go through, especially when you're early in your reselling career. And even I've seen other YouTube resellers that have been doing it for more than a couple of years, and they have this issue where you just get into this buying frenzy. You see all these good items, you get excited to stock up. That's the best part of the job. And we have to try to reel ourselves back in and, take a step back and say, maybe we don't need to buy this. Definitely opening the things with my wife helped open my eyes, because she's like, why did you buy this junk? And unfortunately, a lot of the items were junk. I have a pretty big pile of stuff that I'm going to be selling at a garage sale. Now we are still in the profit just because out of the 10 items that I bought, 2 or 3 of them were big sellers. I probably spent on 10 items, let's just say with the person that I usually buy from, I spent $100. I would probably pull at least 2 or 3 items that were worth more than $100 on their own. And then a lot of the other items I can sell, at least I would make a little bit of profit, not $100 profit, but I would make, 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks on them. And then the rest I would put in my garage sale pile. A lot of it was clothes, stuffed animals. I got kind of crazy into the plush. I actually gave a lot of those to my dog. She loves to tear up stuffed animals, so that was fine for her. But yeah, so we're purging through, getting through this. My eyes have been opened. Do not buy junk. Just because it's there doesn't mean I have to buy it. Sorry about the guy mowing. Of course, I started this video and my neighbor's lawnmower guy, so I kind of try to wait it out and see, and I think he's working on the next lawn. I think I'm one of the only people in my neighborhood that cuts their own grass. But yeah, so hopefully that's a little better. Hopefully you can't hear it as much. Let's go ahead and pick the next order. So this is actually, I think, my only second official Christmas order. That's like a Christmas actual theme. But I got the set of wooden nutcrackers. Nothing expensive. They're just little nutcrackers, but they actually, their mouths move. So I got a set of 3 of those guys, little band, and I sold them for $7.99 plus shipping. Not very much, but I was just very surprised that I had a couple more ornaments, some things that I've even sold in the past 90 days that I haven't sold. Just really surprised. So, well, I don't know. Guess that I don't have the good kind of ornaments though that sell well. But yeah, sold those 3 guys. Then I also sold something that's inside. It's like a fruit punch, like Mio's type thing I got. I got it for nothing. I think I sold it for $7.99 plus shipping for 2 of them. I'll show you right over here. Those, but yeah, just a little money maker, nothing really. I've just been trying to get rid of those for a while. Glad to see them go. But my last item, which is my biggest sale of the day, is these Bose headphones. I got these from Whatnot, and I looked them up. I bought them for $6.41 on Whatnot. And I actually was kind of sad to sell them. I was kind of wanting to keep them. I have AirPods, but it's just something about having headphones. So there's just these Bose headphones. They're really nice, really good. They're noise cancellation. Bose is a really good brand. If you ever see that, obviously, hope you guys probably know about Bose already. But it doesn't come with any paper, so I didn't really know what version they were. I did use Google Lens to try to figure it out, but it's kind of hard. But when you plug them into your phone, it tells you, oh, these are Bose 45s. So I think they're called Bose Quiet Sense, something like that. It'll be over here what they are, but they're Bose headphones. And this is one of the first things in a while that I've messed up on when I'm listening. I don't know where I got my comps from, why I picked this number, but it was definitely wrong. I left a lot of money on the table. It did sell really quick. I listed this, and I think 2 days later it sold. And of course it sold promoted, which I probably didn't even need to have promoted on something like that. But it did. I just noticed there's a little bit of a dip in my roof. I need to check that out in the attic. Sorry, but so yeah, 45. I sold this for $115 plus $8 shipping, which my shipping was even kind of low. I mean, it'll probably cost me $8, but most people that were selling these had $10 shipping or more, and they're selling for about $150. So, I left, $35 on the table. I could have got a little bit more. I thought about canceling it, but I was like, no, that's really rude. I would hate if somebody did that to me, and it goes against the metrics if I cancel, because obviously I'd have to say out of stock or something and then relist it. The buyer would probably give me negative feedback and everything. But yeah, so the guy's really excited. I did tell him because it doesn't come with a charging cord, but it just uses a USB-C cord. So you just need the wall piece and the cord, and you can charge it. I charged it up and tested it. They work really well. They sound really well. It's like one of those purchases when you're a reseller that you kind of just want to hold on to and keep, but you got to make the money. So yeah, we sold that $115 though. We bought it for less than $10, so that's a really good return on investment there. But yeah, we did leave some money on the table. Lesson learned. Always check your comps. Make sure you're looking at the right thing. I don't even know why I did that. I don't even know. I don't have any reason. I just must have been sleepy that day. But that's pretty much going to do it for me, guys. A little short video before Christmas. I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. I hope you're able to get everything. I got my Skellington shirt on. It says nice is overrated. So yeah, try to get in the season a little bit here in Florida. We actually have been warming up here, so we're back to our normal 70 80 degree days. Hopefully you guys up north aren't too cold, but this is gonna be Mr. Florida Flipper, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Out. Sorry, I had to come out here again really quick. I forgot an item. I sold this hoodie right here, this Staples pigeon hoodie. So the brand's called Staple. If you ever see this pigeon, buy it. It's a pretty good, decent seller. Sold it for $20, and I think I got it for $3.21. So yeah, it's a nice camo hoodie. Didn't have the drawstrings, which I did tell them that. Typically, it doesn't really matter with hoodies if they have that or not, if it's a decent enough brand. But yeah, it's a nice little hoodie. Look for the pigeon. There you go.